At a time when Islam was under attack on several fronts, Muslims were actually abandoning their faith. And it seemed that Islam had no real defenses to its doctrines. It was at this time that Allah chose to raise a defender, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad of Qadian, an undisputed champion of Islam. It wasn't until the promised Messiah alayhi salam made his claim to be the reformer of the age that many Muslims denounced him. They also began to hatch all types of schemes to suppress him and his message. And it was under these circumstances, without any worldly support, that he declared to the whole world, "My God has revealed to me that I shall cause thy message to reach the corners of the earth." And thus began the Renaissance of Islam.
Oh, I shall cause, I shall cause, I shall cause thy message to reach all the corners of the earth.
The promised Messiah worked tirelessly for the propagation of Islam, and in accordance with the prophecy found in the Holy Quran, he embraced new technologies and avenues to rejuvenate the true teachings of Islam. He used the print media to publish many books, and countless articles were published in newspapers. Although strategies and devices to suppress his message were ripe, eventually they were all reduced to ashes. The promised Messiah alayhi salam states,
"Many Maulvis have placed hurdles. They have tried their utmost to obstruct people from coming to Qadian. This animosity has increased to such limits that fatwas were summoned from Mecca and Medina. Approximately 200 Maulvis issued edicts of apostasy. In fact, they declared that I deserved to be killed, but they failed in all their endeavors against me. The result was that my community spread to every village and town of Punjab, and the seed of my community was planted in many places in India. Even some Europeans and Americans were blessed with Islam by entering into the fold of my community. Crowds upon crowds came to Qadian to such an extent that due to the traffic of horse carriages, the roads to Qadian began to crack.
The word of an all-powerful God began to reinforce and support the promised Messiah alayhi salam. The message of Ahmadiyya began to spread outside of Qadian into India and throughout the whole world, spreading the sweet and heavenly fragrance of true Islam. After his demise, his divinely led Khalifa took up the task to carry on his works and carried on finding new means to spread the message, including newspapers and articles. In a period of vast technological advancements, a small but significant event took place in Qadian in 1938. It was the first ever delivery of a Friday sermon through a microphone. And this was in a period when the community had very little resources. And in that sermon, the second successor to the promised Messiah said,
"That soon a time will come where a dars or a lesson would be given in Qadian, and people would be able to listen to it all around the world in their own native countries."
What a grand and divinely inspired vision. This was made at a time when no one would have thought that Allah would have enabled this community to broadcast its message via satellite communications, thereby enabling the whole world to participate and enjoy the true message of Islam. This vision was fulfilled in the time of the fourth successor of the promised Messiah, with the launch of MTA, the community's very own television channel, which is fully dedicated to transmitting the message of the promised Messiah in all major languages. Today, through the medium of print, the Holy Quran has been translated and disseminated by the community in over 70 different languages, and the books of the promised Messiah are available throughout the world. There are magazines such as the Review of Religions and other social media services that are hosted by the community that have made the message of the Messiah accessible to the youth globally. Through the medium of 16 radio stations in Africa and a new radio station in the UK, the true message of Islam is being further spread through every continent of the world.
Oh, I shall cause. Oh,
Be it in Africa, Asia, the Americas, Europe, or Arabia, every continent is witness to the fact that indeed Allah has caused this message to reach the corners of the earth.
Oh, I shall cause thy message to reach all the corners of the earth.